Hello and welcome. Today we will talk about model rocket engine ignition. Let's just do it. So first I will mention the really simple ways and then continue with the more complicated ways of doing it. And I have one criteria design and it has to run on this 12-volt battery. So the simplest way of creating a fire or starting a fire is just to run some current to a really thin wire, like I have here. So let's just test it. Yeah, works. Works every time. You can make this a little bit more sophisticated by wrapping the coil around the match head. So when it burns, it also burns the match. And the best iteration of this design would be to just run the wire inside something really flammable like rocket candy. It didn't catch flame at all. Oh my goodness, my eyes! I'm an idiot. Yeah, so that thing wire wasn't going to cut it, so I'm just using a little bit more robust wire, and let's see if I can light it up. Oh yeah, it burns. No, it didn't burn for long. What, that was the end? Oh yeah, it burns, it burns. Yeah, I didn't mix it properly. What can I do properly? Yeah, and it will just burn like this. And yeah, it's probably going to catch fire. Yeah, burn, burn, baby, burn. Ooh, a nice flame. I hate those fumes. Yeah, turn this off, I don't need you. Yeah, that's all. So one more improvement you can do is just make legit rocket candy, like, you know, like ferment sugar and yeah, that way. I just did this, and it would be better if you did it like this. So yeah, it worked a whole lot better because you have the particles much closer to the wire, and it would just, yeah, ignite instantly. And not instantly, but you get the point. So all the techniques I have talked about have been supply dependent. So I have a big 12-volt battery and can supply a lot of current. You see, it doesn't mind generating big sparks. But a 9-volt battery, so let's move to something more sophisticated like a spark gap. The easiest way how to create high voltage, high frequency sparks is by buying such a really cheap $4 kit from Amazon or AliExpress or Banggood or whatever. And it works just fine, it is cool, but it has to be powered by 3 or 5 volts, and yeah, it's just not what I use. So this is a flyback transformer that I ripped off a old TV, and I'm driving it with a power MOSFET, a Z44, and some linear regulators, unfortunately. And I'll show you how to do this in a little bit, but I just want to show you how it works. So it can break paper easily. You see? Burns super easily. So of course in rockets we don't care about lighting paper. We care about lighting our combustion gases. So, well, let's try some gas. Oh my god, oh, definitely works. Easy, easy. Yeah, you see, it works. Easy. This circuit is powered by two 6-volt linear regulators, and it draws about 4 amps of current, which is 24 watts. So the circuit works like this. You have your transformer. It has two primary windings. One of the windings is connected to the gate of the MOSFET. And this whole assembly creates an astable circuit. So one tip, if you're struggling to find a high voltage ground, just take your high voltage output wire, which is usually thick and
red and it's coming off to the top of the transformer, and take it close to the bottom pins of the transformer and you'll see what is the ground. One more thing, there are actually diodes on the secondary coil, so it is actually rectified, so it's actually DC.
There are many iterations of the circuit that I have. You can use a NPN transistor or a 555 timer based circuit. There are many iterations, but I just have this one. But you can surf the internet and found a million different iterations of the circuit. So you could try one. The main reason why I want to use a spark gap is because it just runs continuously until it has no juice. And pyrotechnic devices don't do that, they just burn and it's over. You cannot ignite anything anymore. The next big plus is that they are unextinguishable. As for pyrotechnic devices, you could in theory extinguish them, although it's not that easy if you do it correctly. One more thing, don't build a 0-volt switch drive like this. This is without the transistor cooling, but yeah, whatever. First of all, it's extremely dangerous. It will kill you before your body hits the floor. And the current that it needs is humongous. It can draw like tens of amps. So yeah, don't build it. And it's hard to build, kind of. You will burn transistors. I did burn transistors. You will burn! Also, if your oxidizer is oxygen, doesn't matter if it's liquid or gas, you can start the engine with what's called T-tab, or aluminium triethyl boron, because it's a hypergolic with oxygen, or better, it's pyrophoric. And that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed, and just so you know, I will be releasing videos like this monthly, or I don't know, weekly, or I don't know, whenever I will, because I am building a liquid rocket engine that is going to run on methanol and gaseous oxygen. I know, it's not exactly liquid, but yeah, I do what I want. So yeah, I will be releasing videos on topics like, I don't know, pneumatic actuations and valve actuations and stuff like this, mechanical stuff, to, I don't know, code reviews. So yeah, stay tuned if you will, and have a great one.